a little more decent.
And we are live. All right. Hey there, high income skills guys, and as well as the cash flow crew. Welcome to another episode of Real Estate and Rosé. I have Natalie here, also known as Spanish Lace. You've seen her on the last couple of episodes, and we're here to talk about some wonderful opportunities that we have coming up, especially with a lot of writing that we've been doing in the background, which is why we've been dark on the social media recently. Is we're all writing books. So we're getting ready to launch a bunch of books to help you guys move forward in life and then also make additional revenue. So do you have anything to go ahead and jump in on?
Me? Oh my God. Yeah. I'm super excited. Yeah. So Cody and I and the rest of the team that are not here at the moment, we're all doing the same thing, which I love it because we've all come together. They always say, like, you need to look at your group of friends, right? And who you associate with, because your like-minded people are the ones that are going to elevate you. So this is what we're encouraging you guys to do as well, is join us. If you really want to elevate your game, bring it up to the next level and do something super exciting that you thought you would never be able to do in a million years, but you always thought about doing it, but weren't sure how to, or didn't know, like, who can I ask these questions to? That's what we're here to do. We're here to help. We're here to answer those questions. And we're definitely here to support and elevate everybody who's interested in that kind of support. So Cody, do you want to talk about your book first?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and jump in the whole list. I'm actually working on 8 separate books that are all based on Operation Vetrepreneur. So it's all going to be a book series based on making veterans entrepreneurs in the easiest and fastest way possible, based on all the mistakes that I've made, as well as all the experience that I've gained throughout the entire time, so that you can save time, not have to make the same mistakes, make a hell of a lot more money a lot quicker. So just jumping in, I'll go ahead and give you the overhead. As you can see, I've got quite a few books going right now. I've got an AI book that I'm working on, as well as my GovCon, because obviously I work in government contracts. I'll go ahead and pop over so that we can do a little bit bigger over here. Yeah, there we go. Now everyone can see.
Yep.
So got the GovCon, which is where I work every day. In fact, just got another job over here in government contracting, as well as working on becoming a prime contract eventually. So that's what that book is entirely about, is taking your subcontracts to prime contracts, going from an employee to become a subcontractor to become a prime contractor, so that you can even bid on multiple $1 million contracts. Like one of the ones that I assisted on recently was a $985 million contract. So pretty big numbers that you can throw up in the GovCon community. Now, and then obviously high income skills. High income skills is all about real estate. However, veterans, you guys have an amazing deal with real estate. I know that I'm getting into it. There is a ton of profit opportunity in the real estate, as well as with using all of your VA benefits that you have going with it. That's learning about real estate, that's actually investing in real estate, a million things that you can actually do. You have the Operation Vetrepreneur crypto, as well as stocks. I do both of these myself. I am heavily invested in Ethereum, as well as heavily invested in multiple stocks that I do both fundamental analysis as well as zone analysis for. So a little bit of technicals, a little bit of fundamentals to help set up that actual good portfolio that can make massive returns. In fact, I was just sharing with Ernesto earlier this week, pulling in $15,000 days. So, I mean, it's a pretty good way to make a lot of extra scratch, as long as you have the money to play with. And then jumping over to the other couple of books, the Operation Vetrepreneur is the solid key to all of the rest of the circle. This is going to be the very beginner book. This is going to be the first one that I actually release based on Cody's cash flow. So pay attention to the channel over there as well as over here. It's going to be the step-by-step process to not make as many mistakes, start a business, do it fast, and then get profitable, all as a veteran who is disabled. So you have these opportunities, very, very niche, but every single vet out there, there's 18 million of us. Every single one of us can be an entrepreneur. It is entirely possible. And it all starts right here with the middle book, the Operation Vetrepreneur Disability Guide. So that disability guide is going to show you exactly how to get all the way up, or how I got all the way up to the 100% permanent and total disability, which basically allows you to have access to all the benefits that anyone could have ever, at least going into the whole, any of these realms around the circle. AI is going to be a massive moneymaker in the future. If you don't know anything about AI, you need to leverage your disability benefits as well as your VA and 9/11 benefits to learn something about something about AI. If you don't know something about AI, you're going to miss out on huge 6, 7, 8, and 9-figure opportunities that are going to come up with AI. AI integrators are going to be one of the major job trends that are going around. So as long as you know how to do it, you're going to be able to make tons of money right there. And then obviously, what good's a whole lot of money if you don't have your fitness? And I focus entirely on fitness as a disabled veteran. So I was 243 pounds, not even 15 months ago. And I am now down to lighter than I was in the military. So
that's awesome, Cody. That's fantastic.
Yep. What good's money if you don't have your health? So that's basically all the books that I'm working on. Now over in the high income skills realm, Ernesto is actually working, seems till he is the real estate expert on the team. He is working on a specific set of books, which are step-by-step instructions based on a hero's journey story. So it's very, very interactive. I've read a couple of them. They are very, very good. And he's going to be able to go ahead and run you through the steps of how to do wholesaling, how to do lease option, how to do syndications, how to do all the aspects of real estate that are available, to include commercial and REITs, which will allow you to learn all this other money-making opportunity stuff that's out there. And all of our books, they're all going to plug into each other. So they'll all have information that all helps build off of each other, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to build a complete plan for everyone so that everyone can join us at the top of the mountain. So if you got any value out of this so far, go ahead and hit that like button, schedule that Calendly link, talk to Ernesto or myself so we can get on a call and talk to what we can actually help you do. And then there's also a Telegram chat that you guys can join absolutely for free if you just want to dip your toe in the water. So that's pretty much everything that's going in on our side. Do you want to go ahead and take it over?
Sure, I'll take over. Okay, so mine, I'm not as ambitious as Cody. He put mine to shame. But my book is basically a book about new nurses or nurses that are wanting to leave the bedside but not sure where to go. It's specifically specialized in NICU. My career has been in the NICU for almost 20 years, and it was my favorite time working. I've done adult med surg, I did adult ER as well, but NICU, you just can't beat it. And it's a different kind of environment. And so if you, as a nurse, if you were thinking about, or you know somebody that was thinking about leaving the bedside because they're tired of wherever the unit department they're in, but they're not sure what they want to do, they may want to consider to do a NICU. And in my book, I offer a lot of tips and tricks. I offer a lot of evidence-based research. I also offer a lot of just things that I learned in the process, just like Cody learned what he learned. Those are the things that I can teach you, the pitfalls to avoid, because you can learn a lot in nursing school, but we all know if you're already a nurse, what they taught you in nursing school doesn't necessarily really apply at the bedside. So I have a lot of that. I also have opportunities for if you just need to talk to somebody, have questions and you're not sure who to go to. I was a preceptor. I have been a mentor in the past at my units. And so if you have any questions, just reach out to me. If even on any of the social medias, I have Twitter, I have TikTok, I have Instagram, I have YouTube, I also have Facebook. If you have even a random question that you're afraid to ask anybody else that you would like an answer to, or some kind of advice on which way to go or how I did what I did, I'm more than happy to share that with anybody. Definitely reach out to me. Also, the other book that I will be working on is also called Midlife Mastery, which is me now at my age. I mean, I've reached midlife, and I don't believe that when you reach midlife, it's like the end of anything. If there's anything, I'm doing more and more than I've ever done before, because I have that typical empty nester syndrome, and I have a lot more free time. And so now it's time for me to do things that I've always wanted to do. And writing a book has always been one of those things. So here's an opportunity for me to do that. But also, again, help people that may be feeling like they're in a rut, for the midlife. I've accepted different challenges. I did a dance challenge in the past. Now I'm doing this book challenge. And I do a little bit of real estate, not to their level yet, but I'm going to get there. So that's the other thing is, let's say you want to leave bedside, but you don't know what else you can do. So this is an opportunity. This is another thing that you can do that has nothing to do with nursing at all. But it doesn't mean that you're not capable of learning, because I'm learning and I'm doing it. So if there's a perfect example of coming out of your comfort zone, this is it. So definitely with their guidance with Cody and Ernesto, trust me, you can't go wrong. This is actually really, really good. And guys, I mean, where are you going to get this kind of information for free? Like, if you like what you're hearing, if you want to know more, definitely like and subscribe, reach out to them. Again, anything nursing related. It doesn't have to be NICU necessarily. If you're interested, or you know somebody who's a student or is thinking about going to become a nurse, tell them to reach out to me. More than happy to talk to them. There's a lot of negative stuff out there about nursing, and a lot of nurses leaving the bedside, and that is true, but we still need to be able to have nurses at the bedside to care for us when we're sick. So I'm hoping to shed some positivity to it. I'm hoping to shed some light. I'm hoping to be a support system for them, for the ones that do want to stay and really want to do, they feel that that is their passion, that's their calling. So back to you, Cody. If y'all have any questions too, just start asking it below. We'll be more than happy to answer them in real time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you go ahead and you just post in the comments anywhere, you like, subscribe, share, you can guys, like I said, you guys can join the Telegram absolutely for free and ask questions all day long. Yep. And obviously with me being in different time zone, you might get answers that you didn't even expect to get till the next day relatively quickly.
You will get it. And if you don't know something, somebody in the group may already know it anyways. Mm-hmm. So they can also offer some advice or some assistance as well. And I've benefited from that already, just by, I know that like when I reach out and I'll send articles and stuff like that to the team, it's because these are things that I'm starting to see and I want input from them, right? Like, hey, I'm seeing this trend. Am I not the only one? I'm not that special, guys. I'm not that smart. I'm just reading things, right? And so they are the ones with the expertise, and they're the ones that are able to kind of guide me and help me, because my intention is to purchase more rental properties and eventually get out of working for anybody, period. Currently, I'm still working for somebody. So I don't want to do that. I want to get away from that. So that is the point of me doing what I'm doing with this as well. But, there's many different ways. Again, if you were interested in writing a book, reach out to us. We'll tell you how we did it. We'll connect you to the person that's helping us, our coach. So no problem there. So yeah, don't think that just because we may not be talking about something that you're interested in, reach out to us. We may know the answer, or we may know somebody who knows somebody that can help you out.
Absolutely. I mean, that's definitely one thing that they should do. I mean, everybody out there has a specialized skill or a talent or something that they've gone through in life that they can share information on. And what's a better platform than a book? So we can link you up with the guys that are helping us write our books so that you can get your knowledge and information out there, which actually allows you to create a specialized unit. I don't know how many of you guys know what a specialized unit is, something I talk about in Operation Vetrepreneur, but a specialized unit is something that is completely deleveraged from your time that still makes a profit. So you can be selling this book 24/7 without having to even do anything but a little upfront work. So that's the benefit of having a book. You have that specialized unit and it will sell as long as it has the great information in it, and people get value out of it, because it's all about expressing that value, which is something that we're being coached through in order to build these books so that we express value to you guys. So that's,
you know what, Cody, when I started this book challenge, it was literally about me in midlife trying something I've never done before. The thought of even selling a book never occurred to me. It was just like, let me see if I can even do this. So it's amazing to me how the mindset, which we've spoken about in the past, changes when you start aligning yourself to people that think like you and are acting like you and doing things like you. It's like, wow, I never even thought about these different things that can come from just writing a book. Never even occurred to me. It was just one of those things like, I'd like to try. So that's amazing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is something that a lot of people don't think about, because everybody thinks about the 9 to 5, go to work, make the paycheck, go home on Friday, do the party, get belligerent all weekend, and then do it all again. But there are a million different ways, especially with technology nowadays, to make a ton of additional money with a lot less effort than a lot of people have had to put it in the past. So that's
keep in
one
mind
of the
this,
main things.
the value that Cody and Ernesto offer, and even what I'm offering, this is not like mine is a little bit different than what they're doing, but what they're offering is not like a get rich quick scheme at all. Now you see them out there on social media. It's out there. I've seen it. I'm sick of seeing it. I get them on my Instagram. Oh, I started with nothing and all this marketing. I made 10,000 a month or whatever. They're not promising you that. You're going to have to put work in it. But what they're going to do is help you avoid pitfalls that they ran into. Right. And so I know I have, even just buying my own personal properties, right? And I have an Airbnb, I've had pitfalls, and I would love for people to avoid what I have, mistakes that I've made as well. So this is where you can get that information, where you can avoid those pitfalls, but it's not a get rich quick. You will have to do work. If you're committed, though, we are too. We are committed to helping you through this. As long as your commitment is there, that you have that mindset of like, okay, I understand this. This is going to take time. Be patient, but it will become fruitful.
Yep. And it's, again, like Natalie is saying, get rich quick. Everyone knows it's a scam. However, get rich the quickest, that's a different thing. You just have to be able to put in the work to get rich the quickest way possible by knowing the knowledge and being able to leverage your financial, basically your financial army. So I'm going back to the book here and getting a couple of examples. Is leveraging your financial army to fight the war for you. And that's the main thing. You go out there, you let your dollars be your financial soldiers that are out there collecting more time back for you, which allows you to build additional sources of revenue, which eventually lead to more passive income. The buzzword that everyone throws out there. Passive income is only passive once you've done the activity. Really, passive income is a load of crap.
Yeah.
So you have to do the activity up front. And that's what allows you to buy the real estate, allows you to build the product, which allows you to deleverage from your time, which is the most valuable thing on earth, which allows you to spend a lot more time with family members, loved ones, and friends.
Exactly. That's the truth. It's going to take work. Like no entrepreneur, no multimillionaire ever said it happened overnight. It didn't. What you don't see is the pitfalls that people go through, the ups and downs that they have to go through to get to where they at. Right. You see, there's like graphs of like what entrepreneurs go through. And it's like, back up. And you only get to see them when they're like at the top, but you don't have no idea what the blood, sweat, and tears they went through. You didn't get this. Trust me. It's not an easy thing. But the good thing is, again, if you align yourself with like-minded people and you start having doubts, right? And you start getting scared, because fear is a natural thing. Believe me, it is very natural. To this day, I still have fear about venturing out and not being, an employee anymore, right? But I also understand the value in not being an employee, the desire inside of me to like branch out and do different things, right? To have eventually the passive income. So I don't have to worry about that anymore and have more time to the things that I want to do. Again, should I have done this when I was younger? Sure. Was the information out there when I was younger? Not really. There were all these like fake gurus out there. There weren't people that were really out there in my network of people that I knew. Even with nurses, when I was younger, the nurses weren't getting out there doing these things. Thank God for internet now that the information is out there. Now you can actually have the tools that you need to find the things that you need to find, and the people you can talk to, and people that are really genuinely want to help you out. And that's what this team is doing. I absolutely love it. And also, guys, we're not doing it right now, but you are going to witness real time people, me, another girl, purchasing properties, going through the aches and the pains. And so you're going to see exactly the behind the scenes kind of thing. That is real. That's going to happen. You're going to start seeing that. We're going to share all of that with you so you can see, as Cody said, those pitfalls that you can avoid.
Yep. And I'll be doing multifamilies and lease options myself to go ahead and broaden my whole realization, because the real estate book, that's my entire plan. I put my entire plan into a book so that you guys can follow it step by step as I execute it. So it's literally, hey, here's the plan. Just do the activity. That's literally what it is.
Right. Well, what is that saying? Those who fail to plan, the plan fails, or something like that. Then there's
those who fail to plan, the plan to fail. That's what
plan to fail. There you go. So he's already providing the plan, for God's sakes. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. That's like me going to work and like, hey, report's already written. You just get to work. I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. Let's just do this.
I know. It's super convenient. I mean, it's something that I wish would have been out there for me, but there isn't anything like it. So that's exactly why I wrote the books. And that's why Ernesto is writing his very specific real estate books, so that mine gives you the broad brushstroke, his gives you the details, which is, it's just unbelievable value that we're putting out there with you guys. So go ahead, click the like, hit the share, go ahead and leave a comment, give us a little bit of love, hit that calendar link, get on a call with Ernesto or myself. Yeah. And we'll go ahead and we'll see what we can do for you. And that's one of the major things that we just want to do.
Definitely. Also, even though, again, my book isn't about real estate, it is the veteran nurse that have left the bedside, especially post-COVID. There's a lot of us missing at the bedside. A lot of new nurses are not getting the mentorship that they should be getting, the wisdom that they need to have. So this is what I'm hoping to do with my book, right? Is for that bedside nurse that might be afraid to ask because she doesn't want to feel, or he doesn't want to feel like, you know, they're stupid or they're going to be made fun of, or people are going to think that they're incompetent. So this is kind of my way of offering that kind of support without me being there at the bedside with them. So again, there's value in that as well. So they're coming from their perspective. I'm coming from my perspective. And again, me, midlife, it's never too late to try something new. Never. I'm a testament, a witness to that. So let's do this, guys. Let's do this as a team. Let's do this as new people. Let's baby step this way until we can, like, you're going to see, we're going to be talking about how, like, whoa, look what I just did. And it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be amazing. You guys are getting us at the very beginning.
And that's the best thing, is they're getting it right at the beginning as we're building it. So not only are you going to learn everything that we've already messed up so that you don't have to make the same mistakes, but you're learning as we're messing up live so that you don't have to make those mistakes. It's so beautiful, because that way you'll be like, oh, well, Cody made this mistake. Oh, cool. I won't be dumb. I won't do that. Oh, hey, Natalie did that mistake. Dude, okay.
Did she learn? Why did they tell her not to do that?
Oh, Ernesto will tell you not to do that. He's already been on a couple of the guys and gals in the group. He's been definitely hitting everybody up.
Yep. Now, Ernesto he's definitely a more serious person because he's serious about real estate, but he is very knowledgeable. I love it when I get to see him crack a smile. I'm like, oh yes, a win. He's so serious.
Yeah, but he's just very passionate about the real estate game.
He knows what he's talking about for sure. 100%. I mean, we wouldn't be here if he didn't. So there's value to that, guys. There really is. So if you think you're aligning with anything that we're saying, if you think you're feeling what we're talking about, like and subscribe, hit them, schedule a call. It costs you nothing but 15 minutes and they'll tell you if it's for you or not. I mean, honestly, I can't ask for something better than that.
Absolutely. It's cheaper than anything out there that I can see, because there's a lot of guys out there charging $25,000.
Oh, yeah. I love how, like, those marketers are like, oh, yeah, for $7, you'll learn how to make $10,000. Click on this link, and you click on the link, and then this other guy's selling it to you for $10,000. I'm like, yep. Okay, yeah. Yeah, not quite so much. They're not doing that, guys. They are definitely not doing that. So I'm learning a lot just from here. I also learn a lot from reading. But again, I love being able to, like, process the conversation with them, because I don't know people in my, like, close friendships that I can have these conversations with. And so these are now new alignments that I've made, new friendships that I made. And I absolutely love it because we're all on the same page and we can definitely have these conversations that I've been dying to have.
All right, guys. Well, I think we've talked your ear off about the books. Join the groups, hit the calendar link, like, subscribe, share with somebody who needs this information. If you're any of my veterans out there, any of you 18 million out there, reach out. Let's get you set up. And then, as well as high income skills, is going to be the future. Like, it absolutely is going to be the future. You're going to get in a group with a bunch of like-minded individuals so that we can go ahead and build a much better mountaintop than the one that currently exists. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and kill it there. Check out any of the other videos on the YouTube channel. But thank you, Natalie.
Thank you, guys. Also, thank you, Cody, for taking the time for doing this with me. And also, thank you guys for listening and joining us. And hopefully we'll see you guys again soon.
All right. Peace.